Doing a show today, folks. Hopefully y'all are enjoying. So, Lauren Boebert tweeted this, and this is not necessarily indicative of Lauren Boebert, but more what the right-wing talking points are going to be in response to the Biden administration announcing that the U.S. is going to stop importing Russian oil. And so now again, this is, there's gas prices are going up, right? And, inflation, all that stuff. Now the U.S. is going to not import Russian oil, so the right wing is saying that's going to make gas prices even go up even more. And so Pete Buttigieg, I'm not sure of the context of this. Pete Buttigieg is garbage. He's shit on my shoes, and I despise him. Daily reminder that Pete Buttigieg lost the Iowa primary and then just declared victory, Trump style. He just declared victory, Trump style. That's crazy. And liberals fell for it. Now he's falling upward. He's failing and falling upward, Pete Buttigieg. But anyway, he said this, and obviously, the right's going to prey upon it, regardless of the context. So let's go into this.
Clean transportation can bring significant cost savings for the American people as well. Last month, we announced a $5 billion investment to build out a nationwide electric vehicle charging network so that people from rural to suburban to urban communities can all benefit from the gas savings of driving an EV.
So, now again, in this clip, he's just kind of talking about the benefits of electric vehicles. So again, it's widely purported out of context. But again, this is a talking point that the right's going to use. And it's a good one. It's a good one. This is a poor talking point that the right wing's going to use. Now, obviously, Lauren Boebert and the post-millennial, obviously these people do not have any care or possible care for working and poor people at all. But they will weaponize what working and poor people care about to get votes, especially because the midterms are coming up. So they will posture and pretend. Again, the right wing, the Republicans, held all chambers of government, right, in 2017 and 18. So anything that they're saying that they're going to do if they gain power, ask why they didn't do that or those things during 2017 and 18. Right? So, now again, Laura Boebert says, how many people have a spare $56,000 for an electric car? What about charging costs? This is not a realistic solution. And she's right to say that. Now again, she is not providing any solutions at all. But it is a fair point. Again, electric vehicles are expensive. A lot of people can't even afford a new car, gas-powered or electric-powered, right? So this is why, in my opinion, we should get rid of cars. We should get rid of roads. We should do what some of the major European cities are doing and turning every city into a 15-minute city. What that means is grocery stores, doctor's offices, everything is in a 15-minute walk from your house. Get rid of cars. Use all the road spaces and beltways for apartments and, housing complexes and more stuff like that. Anyway, fuck roads, fuck cars. But, all right, we have cars in this society. What should we do now, right? We're not going to get out, let's be honest, America's not going to give up their car anytime soon. Okay, so what are we going to do? What should we do as a government? What should the government be doing here? Now, they should not be doing what Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden want to do and just say, all right, we're building more charging stations, go buy a car. What they should do is provide tax credits or other forms of subsidies for purchasing electric vehicles. They should do like buybacks, gas-powered car buybacks, right? Sell your gas-powered car to the government, trade it in for an electric version, right? And then they'll reuse the parts from those old cars and recycle them. I'm assuming that's possible. If it's not, then I don't know. My point is, right, gas prices going up are still going to affect a majority of poor people and working people. Electric vehicles are still, at this point in time, more of a luxury than anything else. Now, again, wouldn't it be great if everyone had access to an electric vehicle? That would be great, but they don't. And so telling people to just get an electric vehicle is not going to fix any problems with gasoline. Factoring in also the cost to manufacture electric vehicles also requires gasoline and oil when it comes to getting the raw materials across the world, right? So we need to get rid of oil-based economy all over the world here. But anyway, we need to get tax credits. We need to get subsidies. We need to make this stuff affordable. The government can and should just do a gas to electric buyback trade-in program. They should do that with guns too, in my opinion. But hey, whatever. Anyway, but again, the right is going to try to get out ahead of this with the pro-worker position, the pro-poor person position. But again, it's important to understand that they have no solutions. They offer you nothing. The last time Republicans were in power, guess what happened? They gave corporations massive tax breaks, massive tax cuts, and fucked you in the face. Okay? And not in like the good dick way to celebrate International Women's Day. But we're talking about like, like with a baseball bat with nails on it, like the bad way. You don't want to get fucked that way. So again, it's very important to understand Republicans are lying at all times. Now again, Democrats lie too. Democrats lie as well. But, I just want to throw that out there again. Republicans are going to try to take hold of this narrative. And Democrats are just really bad at this. Like, it seems like Republicans are going to just win this one because Democrats aren't acknowledging the issue that most people can't afford an electric vehicle. I mean, most people can't afford a new car. Most people can't afford a new car, let alone a used car, let alone or a used electric vehicle or any, so this is a massive problem. It's going to continue to be a problem. It's the poverty cycle, right? It's easier for me to pay smaller increments of dollars now on gas, right? Even though it would be cheaper in the long run to get an electric vehicle, right? But you need to have higher amounts of cash on hand up front. So that's the poverty cycle. You have to pay more money because you're poor. Because you can't accumulate money, you end up spending more money. It's more expensive to be poor in this country than it is to be middle class. And why? It's because of things like this. So, another example of Democrats failing at messaging and Republicans somehow coming out ahead of it. And that's not good for anybody.